Welcome! We really got our asses kicked last time we played this mission in the early access version of Heroes of Madel Magic Olden Era preview stream on Twitch, and now here we are again with a new one. We really got our asses kicked the last time we played this. The Treaty of Abendrund, forming an alliance with the necromancers against the temple. I found that so frustrating that of course I have to try the mission again, but this time with someone else, namely as the temple. Against the necromancers, because I had the feeling that with the necromancers, at least with the early level units you fight with at the beginning, there wasn't much room for tricks. There I had little room to balance out the AI's superiority through tactical skill and adventurous ideas. I didn't come up with many really good ideas, just a few minor ones that didn't really convince me, so they wouldn't have led to winning. We take the chalice and help the temple against the necromancers. The whole thing just has the pleasant coincidence that we get to experience a new part of the story from a different perspective. Medium difficulty level. We were missing the ranged combat masters, which was crucial. We didn't have any ranged fighters. We always had to do melee combat, and I found that extremely tricky. Extremely. Daishi says the map might be designed as a defensive map, where you always stay in the city and fight from there, and the enemy comes in waves. Could be. Of course, that's possible. Should we play it so that we don't try to uncover the whole map, but just recruit troops around it? Should we develop the city well into a gold machine, and barricade ourselves there and always let the enemy come to us? Of course, there are a lot of gold gifts on the map that you have to collect, or other bonuses that you can get for the heroine until the end of the mission, which you can get everywhere. Not exploring the map at all seems intense to me. Let's take a look. The tax collector who went to Cornher was named Valentina. Very beautiful name. She should actually be back here by now, reports the governor. A Sperrin from her entourage came back, but she left again without giving a report. Ah, there he is again. Greetings to you. Reader writes, there's a lot being said on the internet that normal difficulty in the campaign is already really hard. That might still need some balancing. Does that answer your questions? We could really use Alvar's support in the fight against the undead. No, not all of them yet. Finding this Sperrin is much more important than your conflict with the necromancers. But if they get in our way, they can have a talk with my axe. Where was the Sperrin last seen? Again, the goal of the map is to find a Sperrin somewhere on the map. You can't just barricade yourself, that won't work. She stayed briefly, reports the Inquisitor, and then set off towards the guild territory. We don't know why. Our resources are also scarce. Maybe you can still catch up with her. Why are the necromancers attacking you? Doesn't the Dusk Treaty state that neither side may raise their blade against the other? We learned that they are nearby. Greetings to Gefechtsfelder Zumi. Thanks for the first subscription. We have learned that they are preparing a corrupted ritual near our borders. How could we let this happen? They had already agreed that no necromancy would be practiced near the sacred temple grounds. I thought the Necromancers Guild had rules against this kind of violation. I don't know why you would expect them to follow any rules. Before you go, to the west of here there is an abbey. We have received the disturbing news that the priestess there has disappeared. However, we cannot spare any more troops to investigate. We were on our way there anyway, so we'll keep an eye out for your missing holy ladies as well. And it's a different map, guys. It's a different map than before. And now I'll save once so we can plausibly restart it correctly at any time, and I'll call it Abendrot. No, the map isn't called Abendrot. It's called something like Temper. Temple Ally Ally 01. That's us. As speculated, it could be the other side of the same map. Good idea. Very exciting. Down here we have to find a knight. Conquer all enemy cities. Defeat heroes. Reinhardt was listed there earlier too. It can't be just a dev map. Gunnar must survive. And Valentina Spear is somewhere in the land of the undead. What does it look like in here? We have 10,000 gold. Can we recruit troops? Yes. Can we still build a house and recruit more troops? Build a building, sorry. The temple's ranged fighters are very strong. Where can you get them again? Here, the snipers, the Magiseer. We're going to Birdcage 2. And now we're recruiting. Not the regular crossbowmen, but the snipers, who have the advantage that ranged attacks deal full range damage at any distance. Hose, 1980. Thank you for the very first subscription. Let's get some noise in the chat for Jose. Let's get the sniper. We'll check later to see what can be upgraded there. Then the swordsman. Then the griffins. Done. You can build one building per day. Move everything down here. Very nice. Now the question is, where do we move to? What is available where? We have to defeat a guard there. We can recruit flyers there. Recruit swordsmen. Collect gold. Increase magical power. I would really like to recruit more units. Let's get started. Let's begin here and get some resources there. 300 pieces, put them here. Now we don't have enough money for all those swordsmen. Three-six works after all. Why does it say not enough resources? We have 3,725. Why can't I recruit them? That's a bug. That's how it works. Watch the bottom when numbers turn red and white. That's how it works. Huh? I was in once, opted out, now I want to do it again, and now it doesn't work. Now it suddenly works. Very suspicious. Dear folks, a new stage in our big office. WB breaks every game. Where do we go from here? Do I feel like I'm transported back to the Golden Age? That's what Matze asked me. In a way, yes. Well, I think just through the visual presentation, I feel like even though it's done in a modern way, it still gives me full retro vibes. We'll take them down fast. Thanks for the 6th sub, Foxhunt. Shout out to you. We'll get some more movement points here. No, over here first. Enemy is fleeing. Are we fighting or are we letting them flee? That's a fundamental decision. Well, we get XP, but we're already at level 6. I don't even know if the hero can go beyond level 6 in the campaign. That means the XP is meaningless. And if we destroy them, the only reward is XP. That's why I'd say we let them escape and prioritize money across the board. For a fighter, now to take on 2 groups, master delivery is recommended. But we'll make a few already. We'll make a single swordsman squad. As a skill. So now up here at the front. Good. I really don't know if we can get any more XP. Where can you see that? Where do you see the XP? Here. Maximum. We have 54,300 out of 54,300 IG. Good thing we checked. Collect the gold here. I would still go back here and get the infantry, and we'll get the griffins in a moment. I'm getting gold here. 1 turn later. $1,000 gold. Then I would actually take them back and recruit Ambro archers. That's where it's going. We don't need to restore mana. 1 wood. He's blocking the access downwards. 1 Ambro-Schützen. Expensive fun. No available army slots. Now though, now we have 910, I'd like to level them up to marksman. A chemical dust. We have it up here. Collect the gold. Gold everywhere. There's a lot here. Let's take the long way and skip that for now. There's gold there. XP. Easy fight for all, which we don't need. Loop down. Defeat the guards. Mercury. 11 swordsmen remaining. And here's several flyers. Okay. Go up top real quick. Brune found a gold building. Where? Where did you find a gold building? Tell me. 1 turn later. I'm a fan of the falconers there. At a distance, less damage. Up close, much more. So I'm a huge fan of just leaving the snipers in the back and having them start shooting from the first round and then building a death wall up front. That's a strategy that works well for me. I'd like to keep repeating that. Opponent is fleeing. Come over here. Opponent is fleeing. Loot. And even more gold. Do we actually have a spell that would let us beam ourselves back here in case of emergency? That was just mentioned in the chat. Is there a strategic spell? We can't actually cast any spells yet. I would say, so let's see, build buildings with gold. Both of them are already built. They're all locked. There are only 2 levels of fortification. I find Wachhaupenmen very strong. As a level up for the swordsman. We can build them at any time. And Mage Guild unlocks various spells. Okay. Nothing we need to do immediately. We already did that. That's from the other side. There's a treasure here. 700 gold. We can also reach here from below. Someone can appear through this portal, but we can't enter it. That's where the enemies might come from. A resource of our choice. Wood or ore? We have both. Let's take this one. We're about to get a lot of wood, so let's take ore instead. Then we'll fight our way over here. Wood. Wood, wood, wood. Dust. Very nice. Now we're heading down here. Good. Up here. You can trade resources here. We're not doing that at the moment. Then let's go there. Ore. Increase magic power, yes. Here's a gold building. Oh, what? That's where it goes. Increase magic power. You can boost attack and defense there, which is cool, but take the gold first. Normal battle. The first slightly tougher battle, then I would get some troops first. Then it's daytime now, then the day changes here. Head into Sun Tower for a moment, get troops and upgrade troops. There were the griffins, there were the swordsmen. One down here. You can't get up here. I need to beat them to get through, right? Yeah. Increase attack for 1,000 gold. Claim small reward. One more turn. Switch via gems, crystals, we don't really need anything. Let's get ourselves... actually belong. We have the most gems. Let's take one of these 2 here. Let's take the mercury. Opponent flees? Gather people. Keep your head down. Recruit griffins. But we're making this an expensive affair. Defeat the guard, get gold, wood and ore. I would leave everything out for now. Boost defense and gather gold. We'll do it soon. We're heading back to the city. Now we're building here. We have to be careful not to spend too much money. We did that wrong last time. First, build Garrison 2 so we can turn the swordsmen into watch captains. You can build 1 building per turn. Now on the next turn we go here. And first we'll pick up the swordsman here. Then we go back here. And we recruit. We improve our... That's not possible. We can improve our minotaurs, really? No, wait, yes, it works. Doesn't work, no idea. We wanted to first, let me summarize these here. Our simple ambush schützen become snipers. 1470. Then we'll recruit new ones. Snipers, wow, that's expensive. An expensive hobby? And we're still going into the building course. We'll do that in 2 groups. Oh, oops. I messed something up there. 2 groups. Then we'll do recruit creatures. Not the swordsmen, but the watch captains. We can only recruit as many as it says here. We're running into the same problem again. We actually need more money. We only expand what absolutely needs to be expanded in the city. Alright, and now we're going to march up and get all these gold things here. Or let's talk to him here. There's a question mark above it. That's a story quest. Let's do that. Maybe that'll help us move forward. Hey, you guys. Someone's calling out to us. You're from Alva, right? You could say that. We came to help the governor of Sun Tower, while we're also carrying out our own mission on the side. In that case, I'll be completely honest. Governor Alistair is a good man, at least in times of peace. He cares about the well-being of the people, and that's exactly why we're being attacked. The governor refuses to raise troops. He said that untrained farmers are no match for real soldiers. He is exposed to the sun and barely protected. No wonder someone took advantage of it. The city urgently needs defenders. You will need all the help you can get. I'm glad we agree. We have made an agreement with your embassy to grant you certain powers within our borders. These allow you to better deal with Alistair's idealism. Explore the land. Visit the villages. Convince them to fight. We will have more troops if you mobilize them. As long as it is seen as voluntary, there will be no uprising. If you help us, I will send letters ahead to make your passage easier. Consider it a gesture of gratitude. Sounds fair enough. We will help you. Text. Here we are. Greetings to Darren. Another mod shows up in the chat. I'm sorry, but I'm not expanding the city right now. We just don't have enough money to recruit troops. And the only thing I'd be willing to build would be a building that generates more gold. But there are no options for that at the moment. So up we go. We're getting it. Up once, then on to the next turn. Oh. Undead General. Hey, you there. Get out right now. The island's insides belong to Lord Gelfrand, and he doesn't want any visitors. Who is Lord Gelfrand, and why did he break the Sunset Pact? What is the point of all this bloodshed? Break the pact? Ahaha! What foolishness. First the glowworts plunder our land, and now they don't even dare to tell their mercenaries the truth. How pathetic. We are not acting on behalf of the temple. The Triumvirate sent us to investigate strange occurrences. Lower your weapons, then we can talk about it. There's no point. You mercenaries would say anything to earn more gold. Once you're part of my army, you can think about the reasons. Haha. Or maybe not. Whoever your master is, diplomacy clearly isn't his strength. You're just as bad at it. That's why, if I can't get answers from you peacefully, then I'll get them once I'm done with you. Let's see if your strength matches your arrogance. The battle begins. We haven't unlocked any spells yet. Let's go. All right. Armored shooters in the back. Minotaurs to the front. 1 Minotaur. 2 Minotaurs. Swordsmen. Flyers. Flyers can also fly over obstacles, I think, right? And a small swordsman squad up here in front. Armored shooters are snipers. They can stand far off in the corners. Here and there. Alright, and we're starting. Who are we fighting against, Speaker? 50 armored dogs. Whenever an allied creature dies, this creature gains more defense until the end. That means we should kill them first. Just undead skeleton warriors, ghosts. That's for our fight. The additional abilities don't matter either. They have a ranged attack from 2 squares away. And they can summon undead companions. We should kill them too to take out the companions, so the dogs and those, we should take them out first. And of course the ranged lich units. Ranged attack. However, less damage from a long distance. Okay. Then I'd say we have very strong ranged fighters. That we should stay back here for now. Until the end of the round. The first ranged squad is arriving now. Kill 4 to 6 dogs. Or some of the lich units. They gain a bit more defense. I'd target the ranged fighters first. Even though the dogs keep getting stronger. And he was able to fight again. Great, great. Now the other ranged fighters are coming. Let's switch to attack mode. Okay. We can't cast spells, right? Actually, we can. We have a few spells. First, with this you can deal area damage within a certain radius. Let's use it on this. Very nice. Then damage again. First, I would take the dogs out again. Then take out the ranged fighters. We stay in the back. Oh, I still have quick attack on the card. Always out. Sorry. Bearman, thank you very much for the second one. I still had a quick attack. You also wrote something really nice. Have fun in the golden era, and a big thank you also goes out to Foxhunt. For the 6th Tricolo by now, I still had a quick attack, sorry. Did you also do something nice? We can't attack them from here. I still have a quick attack. We can use the hero attack now. I would do that. Hier vorne. I would also wait with that one for now. Except for those, get them done quickly. And now we can move forward and make the first attack here. However, they're going to counterattack, and it's going to be pretty powerful. I would do it anyway. Attack. We've lost 2 Minotaurs out of our 4. Sadly, the swordsman can't make it this far. Those are the ranged fighters, but they need to get closer for a strong attack. But we can force them into close combat. We lost 1 Minotaur. Unfortunately, we're too late for any kind of attack there as well. Now we can attack. And get ourselves... They already had an automatic counter-strike. That means they probably can't strike again. Oh, they managed to strike again after all. Why were they able to strike twice? We're already in the new round. We're in round 2. Valiant agrees. That was the explanation. Now we want to do it again. We can finish them off. Or we weaken the armored dogs again first. Hit them again. Hit this again. We can repeat it thanks to high morale. From the side with the swordsman. Enemy attack. 4 units lost. Another counterattack. Here come the skeletons. 21 dead on our side. Wow, they're strong. We want to first finish them off. Do we want to weaken them again? Now the question is, who do we attack and where? Let's do it this way. Go for the ghosts. They're too strong for me, so I want to weaken them first. Oh right, we can use magic and hero attacks. Again, just forgot about the battle for a moment. Thanks to Greedo. Let's start with the hero attack. Let's weaken the ones up front and kill 15 immediately. Then another hero attack. Another hero attack. And then a lightning bolt. Or is there anything that's especially strong against undead? Actually, that's our weakness when it comes to daylight magic. We can use the lightning bolt again. Kill 16 up here. Very helpful. Brill asks if we have a healing spell. I don't think so, but I always tend to think offensively in situations like this. Kill 4 to 8 or die yourself. Kill 5 to 6. Let's focus on these here. Wow, the Minotaurs die really fast. We can just kill them. 10 to 20? Now another hero attack. On the ones up front, 5 gone. Now we can finish them off for good, or we can say the others can handle it. We'd rather attack the stronger enemy here with our strong griffins. That was a good idea. Now the ranged units are coming. We can't waste that now on minor enemies. We'll attack the big ones up front again. Yeah, wonderful, they're gone. Now attack the strongest opponent again. Who is the strongest? I suspect it's this one. A hero attack? And another ranged attack, and that's it. Best regards to Dash 2342. Welcome to our Twitch stream. Have a good time here. Bye. So, and we killed a lot of enemies. Losses on our side. Exactly half of our regular swordsmen have died. No, our guard captains, half of them. Our swordsmen have all died. Right? No, those are our swordsmen, or are those our guard captains? I think half of the swordsmen have died, and 4 of our guard captains, the other way around. 7 of our griffins, and almost all of our minotaurs. Now we have to... How much money do we have? 1,320. Now we'll recruit again first. Two watch captains and a few griffins. Let's move on to the city tile. There. Put them down, like this, like this. Oh, that's not true. Some of the minotaurs are still left. Very nice. Let's send out a single swordsman to lure the enemies. So how do we continue? Yes. Where to next? Save it once, it never hurts. And we'll see, we'll see. We wanted to get the gold up there. And the enemy may have come riding in along this path here, right? That means that's where we'll probably find our enemy. There's also a road here that leads somewhere. Here's an exclamation mark. This is where we need to go. And we need a village. We can recruit something there, and here we can also recruit something. We can presumably recruit units there. We don't have money for that now, and I'm not sure if we get them free. Let's go up here for the gold. There's more gold here. Movement points, movement points. And did we ride in here? What's this? We've already increased magic power. Enemy flees. Please collect the money. That gives 1,000 gold every day. Wow. I can still reach the mine up here within a day. Yes. Wonderful. On the final stretch, exactly with the last movement point. No, with the second to last one. All right. Very nice. And now we get a little more each round. 3,250. So I think it feels a bit more optimistic than last time on our first attempt. It could also be that the maps are designed differently and that you have to use a different strategy. Let's see what happens. In any case, it's super exciting again.